Okay, good morning students. Today you got to see the advancement in modern biotechnology. Advancement in modern biotechnology. What are the concepts? What are the concepts are mostly present in advancement in modern biotechnology? In what way it is called as modern biotechnology? Here, modern biotechnology, it includes or otherwise emphasizes all the genetic manipulation and protoplasmic fusion techniques and improvement made in old biological process. Some of the modern biotechnology advancements are there. Here, in a conventional methods, some of the methods also used in a modern method. What are the methods are mostly there? First of all, in a modern biotechnology, it includes genetic manipulation, genetic manipulation, and also the protoplasmic fusion. Protoplasmic fusion is there. Genetic manipulation means nothing but the DNA, RNA, anything is there. You can handle how it will be handled, and protoplasmic fusion, how it will be fused with this DNA or any other kinds of genetic material is there. So in this way, how they are mostly what are the techniques mostly used in this modern biotechnology? Okay, first one, the genetic engineering. In modern methods, the first one is genetic engineering. First techniques, genetic engineering with the help of engineering. Here, in this genetic engineering, or recombinant DNA technology or gene cloning, genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology, rDNA, that is called rDNA, or otherwise gene cloning is a collective term that includes all the differences, all the different experimental protocols resulting in the modification and a transfer of DNA from one organism to another organism. Genetic engineering, rDNA technology or gene cloning. Gene cloning, these are totally a collective term mostly used for these different experimental protocols and resulting in the modification and a transfer of DNA from one organism to another organism, that is called genetic engineering or otherwise rDNA technology, that is called recombinant DNA technology. Gene cloning is that. Okay. In a conventional method, what do you mean by the conventional method? That is a traditional method. In a modern method, totally different from conventional method or traditional method. In a conventional method, it involves some of the exchange or otherwise the recombination of genes between in a homologous chromosomes during mitosis or during the meiosis period. In a conventional, next we pass on to in a conventional methods, some of the genes or otherwise the DNA molecules are involved or exchange the recombinant DNA or genes to in between the one organism to another organism, that is called the conventional methods or otherwise traditional method is there. But in nowadays, recombination is mostly carried out by artificially using modern technology. Recombination, nothing but recombination. Recombine. That is called a recombination. Again, it will join together. That is a recombination because you can join the DNA into another organism. That is called a recombination process. So recombination is carried out by artificially using modern technology is called recombinant DNA technology or otherwise rDNA technology. It is also known as the another techniques known as gene manipulation technique. Gene manipulation technique. It is otherwise known as gene manipulation technique. Manipulate, handling. So the techniques mostly involved the transfer of DNA. The technique mostly involved transfer of DNA, that is the DNA coding for a specific gene from one organism to the another organism using specific agents or specific genes like vectors specific agents like vectors are using instruments like electroporation. Some of the methods, electroporation methods, micro-injection methods, shoot gun methods, or gene gun methods, liposome mediated or chemical mediator method. With the help of these techniques, they are introduced into another organism, the host organisms. Okay, that is called the rDNA technology, or otherwise you can introduce the DNA into another organism. How it will be manipulated. Okay, next we pass on to another important techniques, that is called rDNA technology. That is rDNA, recombinant DNA technology. What are the steps mostly involved in? There are 5 steps are there. First one, isolation. First one is isolation, insertion and multiplication. Isolation, insertion, multiplication. These are the steps mostly involved in this isolation, insertion and multiplication there. These are the steps mostly involved in rDNA technology. One by one you have to see what do you mean by the isolation techniques. Isolate. First of all, you can isolate the DNA from the desired part. Isolate of the DNA fragment that is containing a DNA of interest that needs to be cloned. That is called insert. What do you mean by the insert? You can isolate of a DNA fragment that is containing a gene of interest. You can isolate the gene of interest, desired gene that needs to be cloned. That the gene only it will be cloned. That is called insertion. That the part is nothing but insert. There is a next step. The second one is generation of recombinant DNA, rDNA. Generation of recombinant DNA molecule by insertion of DNA fragment into the carrier molecules. What do you mean by the carrier molecule? That is called vectors. Carrier molecules, that is nothing but the vectors, plasmids. Vectors or otherwise the plasmids are nothing but carrier molecules that can self-replicate within the host cell. It will self-replicate within the host cell. That is the rDNA, generation of recombinant DNA molecule by insertion of a DNA fragment into the carrier molecule called a vector that can be self-replicate within the host cell. Then third one is the entire total process that generate either the same or the large amount of rDNA of a large amount of protein exposed by the vector, exposed by the insertion. That is the third step. The entire process that generates either the large amount of proteins or the large amount of rDNA only expressed by the insertion. It will expressed which type of DNA is inserted, that the protein molecule is expressed. The last one is the fourth steps. Wherever the vectors are not involved in this process, only you can use the PCR, polymerase chain reaction. The vectors are not involved. The desired gene is multiplied by PCR techniques only. The multiple copies are injected. The multiple copies are totally injected into the host cell protoplast, or it is in a shoot into the host cell protoplast by shoot gun method. That is PCR. You can use the PCR techniques with the help of shoot gun method. With the help of shoot gun method, you can introduce into the gene to the host cell protoplast. Then it will multiply. Then produce a large number of cells. Desired cells are produced. In these techniques, you can produce a new generation or new combination of genes only produced rDNA technology. In this diagram, you can see there is a diagram is there, that the diagram only you can clearly understood. In our DNA technology, you can first of all isolation. First there is a bacteria cell is there. It's a bacteria cell. There is a plasmid genes are there. There is a chromosome. This one is a plasmids. Plasmid. There is a bacteria cell plasmid, that is called vector. It's a chromosome. Then another one is there is a desired gene. You can isolate the desired gene from the desired. This one is a desired DNA. You can isolate from this desired DNA from the host cells, from the host cell. That is the desired DNA. Desired DNA. This one is a plasmid. You can remove the plasmid from the bacteria cell. You can isolate the DNA, isolate the plasmid from the bacteria cells, and also you can isolate the which type of desired DNA. You can you want that type of desired DNA is that the DNA only, the DNA fragment only isolated or separated from the host DNA. Then you can isolate the DNA from the host cell. Then it will join. This DNA is joined with these plasmids. You can cut the DNA with the help of, or you can cut the plasmid with the help of restriction endonuclease. It also cutted. This DNA also cut, already cut. Then it will inserted into this plasmid. That the DNA is inserted into the plasmid with the help of DNA ligase enzyme. Then the plasmid again. Then the plasmid is again introduced into this bacterial cell. Then the bacteria cell is multiplied, a number of copies, bacteria cell is multiplied, a number of copies of cells, of bacteria cells, chromosomes. Here you can multiply, there is a plasmid, bacteria plasmids. So you can multiply the bacteria cells, that the gene also, the gene of interest also multiplied, number of genes also multiplied, then it will produce. You can use these bacteria cells or gene of interest for these various purposes, for pest control, pest resistance, and also cleaning up any of the treatment you can use with the help of this gene. You can use the pest resistance, and also cleaning any other environmental used, that is called rDNA. rDNA means nothing but recombinant DNA. Here you can use this bacteria cell is a recombinant gene, that is a host cells. Then also there is another organism. Then the organism you can transfer the DNA into one organism to another organism. That the type of combination is nothing but recombinant DNA. That is called recombinant DNA technology. Okay. In this process, the recombinant DNA technology is mostly used. Okay. It's another 5 more question. What are the steps mostly involved in rDNA technology? There are 5 steps all that. You can draw the diagram also there. Okay, no problem. Thank you. The next one is tools of genetic engineering. Here there are 3 tools are mostly used for this tools of genetic engineering. There are 3 tools are mostly used for this genetic engineering. First one is enzymes. Enzymes are very important. With the help of enzymes, then only it will remove. Then also the vectors, enzymes are mostly used. There are 3 types of enzyme there. The next one is vectors, mostly used. Then another one is host organisms. The enzymes also mostly used. Vectors also used. Host organisms also used for this genetic engineering. Enzymes. It may be restriction enzyme, DNA ligase, or alkaline phosphatase. Any kind of enzyme mostly used. Vectors. The plasmids are mostly used for desirable vectors. And also the host organism. any kind of organism you can use. These are the three kinds of tools mostly used in genetic engineering. In enzymes, again it will divided into, there are two types, enzymes, restriction enzymes, and also DNA ligase, there is a joining enzymes, and also alkaline phosphatase. There are three enzymes mostly present required for genetic engineering. There is DNA ligase and alkaline phosphatase, DNA ligase and alkaline phosphatase, and a restriction enzyme. Next class we will see what are the enzymes, restriction enzymes are there. Okay, thank you students. Today we will study something about the rDNA technology, what are the techniques mostly used, advancement in modern biotechnology and tools of genetic engineering. Thank you students.